Once again, I'm late to making long-term reviews. Seriously, nothing changes on this channel, does it? Anyway, one thing that does change, however, is there is a car that I haven't reviewed. The Bugatti Chiron 110 anniversary. Actually, no, it's 110 off, which is years. Basically, it's a Chiron that celebrates Bugatti turning 110. Bugatti made another car when they turned 110 as well. It was called the 110, I think. Was that when they turned 110? I don't know. Anyway, so I thought what I would do is take it round the circuit. That's what I'd do with it in the original review, but because I was on holiday, I didn't review it. I had some time off. That also dropped my view count quite a bit because the algorithm is shit. Thanks for that one, YouTube. Anyway, it's basically the same as a standard Chiron, but it's limited, costs 3 million more, and has a French flag on the wing. Which means that if you're one of those people that drive with the spoiler down, this is just going to be another Chiron. So, what we're going to try and do is justify the price. It's got to be better than the Chiron. And what I'm finding is, I'm enjoying this. This is, well, it's quick, and the steering's good. But the brakes are better than I was expecting. And it feels quite light, and I'm driving with my fingertips here. Which is positive, positive, positive. So far I can see that it's fun. I like this car. Let's see if we can justify the 3 million price markup over the standard Chiron in later long-term reviews. So, in with one VW and out with another VW. The Porsche Mission X's stay in long-term reviews has come to an end. Why are you turning? I've got to admit, I don't feel much about this car. It's electric, which means that while the performance is pretty impressive, it's quite soulless. Rather than being exciting, it's just you press the, accelerator, and then it goes quick. And it goes quick better than other cars. Not, you're changing gear, and it's making a nice noise, and you're watching the rev needle climb up, and then go back down. It's just, it goes. Wish it had more character. Shame, because in real life this is quite a cool car. And now the mesmerisingly quick Peugeot 9X8. Look at this thing fly. I have lowered the suspension. I didn't think I wanted to change the alignment because, well, I felt like it would probably ruin it. But I did. I lowered it, and then I lowered it even more in alignment. And what I've discovered is, well, now there's no body roll. At all. Just does not roll. Not even in the slightest. It is slightly flawed now as a road car because you can't go over curbs at high speeds. So this is probably more of a track tune. But even so, no body roll is still quite impressive. And now for the wonderful Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now, this is a Japanese tuned coupe. So, what do Japanese people like to do with their sporty coupes? Mountain racing. It's called toge. It's basically a one-on-one duel. Though that's what duel means, one-on-one, but alright. Through the mountains and through twisty mountain roads, which Japan has a lot of. Which is good, because Japan is absolutely a car culture haven. Just look at this, though. I'm not sure that this could work. I don't know why, but it just feels like it's lost a lot of grip. Oh, that's right, because I've got it in drift mode. Hold on. There we go, that's fixed it. Yeah, that's better. So, one thing I've just discovered is that you probably want to keep track of what tune you've got the Eclipse in. It's probably going to be fine in all of them, but if you've got certain set tunes and you keep swapping between them, remember which one you're on and it'll probably make it even better. Which is good, because I like this car a lot. And now the Shelby Mustang. Now, if you haven't realised, it turns pretty badly right now because I've got spiked tyres on it. I've been trying to turn it into a faux unicorn. Because, you know, the unicorn's based on a Mustang. And it's a really good drift car. And now this one's got spiked tyres on. Well, it's decent. I mean, I'm lucky there's no crowds nearby, otherwise I'd probably end up hitting them. And it is a little bit pendulumy, but it's not half bad. And it's pretty easy to drift as well. Look at me stumbling through this perfectly fine. I still just haven't found a purpose for this car. Just feels like it exists. For no apparent reason. And it's already halfway through its stay. Let's just try and find some purpose for this Shelby Mustang. For the Bentley Mulliner Bacala, I thought I'd tell you about a story. And it's a very interesting story. It starts back when VW just bought Bentley. Please respond to me. Around the year 2000, 1998 to be precise. They wanted to make Bentley, well, just a very good luxury brand. And what they did was created by sewing two VW VR6s together. That's the engine in the Corrado VR6. They sewed two of them together to create a W12. Now this was used in the VW W12 concept, the VW Phaeton, which is a very forgotten car. Then they strapped two turbochargers in it and put it in the first Bentley Continental. And that's what's being used in this car. And this is the car that gives its final shout to this W12 engine. But here's the interesting thing. VW then added 4 more cylinders and 2 more turbochargers to the twin-turbo W12 to create the Bugatti Veyron engine. So, the car I'm driving here, basically a Veyron. Bet you never thought I'd say that. One thing that I didn't realise about the RSR Turbo is how much of a good B-road blaster it is. It's very fun. Like, look at this. Well, it slightly loses grip off-road. Don't know why I'm lagging this much, but it's not helpful. Right, but look at it. It's so quick, and then you can just turn in, brake. You don't often need to brake because it turns that well. And then, every so often, if you go off the road, it'll try and spin, which keeps you on your toes, which is what I want in a car. Don't want it to drive me, I want to drive it. And it isn't half fun as well. What a great car. This is the point of long-term reviews. This is a great point of long-term reviews that's being shown with this car, because I thought it was just an RWB clone when I first got it. But now I realise it's actually more than that. And it's also, unlike most clones, really, really good. What a parking. Those of you keeping up with long-term reviews may remember that last time this was here, I put a really awful alignment setting on it. Well, I fixed it. I've taken the offset back to standard, and now It's actually really good. Still a problem with understeer, but it now does turn better. And much more difficult to slide. And much easier to drive. So, I have improved it. Still need to improve it more though. Because there is still the understeer problem. And finally, the McLaren 650S GT3. I may or may not have discovered a problem with it. Okay. In any gear above 4th, it loses a massive amount of speed when cornering. Like, really, really big. It's actually very difficult to not get annoyed about. So I'm annoyed about it. Still, maybe we can try and fix the problem. No, we can't. Because this is only here for a short stay, and I've already got something lined up for the final episode of Long Term Reviews it features in 2 weeks' time. So stay tuned for that. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. See you later with the Dealership Tycoon review.